Good morning. Today I'm actually hoping to film some videos. It's Sunday morning, it's a bit rainy, but it's okay. I think it's going to clear up. The boys are probably about 90% done with the front deck. It's just a few bits and pieces to be done today. Hopefully they will get it done. I know that they're off to go and do a paintball thing this afternoon, so I'm really hoping that they get it finished because Ben goes back to Melbourne tomorrow, so I don't want to be stuck with a half-finished deck for another year. I'm sure that won't happen. First of all though, I have started a new training program because I'm quite unhappy with how I'm feeling at the moment, just in general. And so I decided to sign up for something new and different. And I'm pretty excited about it. It is with Rachel Ost, who is an Australian YouTuber. I've been following her probably since just before I moved to Brisbane, actually. So probably about 8 or 9 years. And she's a health and wellness coach as well. I'm about to have my first call with her, and then I should be full bottle as to what I'm meant to be doing, and I'm excited for the prospect of feeling good again. And my battery's about to run out, so I'm going to leave it there, take the call, and I'll see you back here soon. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to work with her. I think for the first time in a couple of years, I might actually be able to make some progress. Anyway, right now, I still have to finish going through these bottles. I think I've worked out a way to do this video, which would otherwise be very, very long. I'm going through each of the bottles, sniffing them again, just to refresh my memory. Obviously, I own these. I've bought them. I've worn them. I know what they smell like, but I've never smelled them all at the same time, one after another. So what I want to do is write down little notes, a couple of notes, like a couple of sentences max about each one, and then it's going to be a rapid fire video where I just go through my amber fragrances. And I just realized my mic is not attached, so this audio is going to be crap. Sorry about that. All right, time for me to get cracking because it is almost lunchtime and I haven't really achieved much today other than that awesome call with Rachel this morning. So I feel pumped. I feel like we're gonna create some magic, or at least some energy, maybe. That's really what I want, is energy. Energy. Okay, time to get cracking. Good morning. It is Tuesday. I was going to say it's Monday, but it's not Monday. It just feels like Monday for me because I had the day off yesterday. I had the day off because it was my birthday, and my birthday fell on a Monday, so I decided I'd take a long weekend, and it was really nice. I didn't do anything special, really. I cleaned and I went to the orthodontist. This girl really knows how to party, but it was a really nice day. For the first time in several years, what I didn't get for my birthday or buy myself for my birthday is perfume, which I'm okay with, although technically there is a bottle of perfume on its way and it'll probably arrive this week, so I guess I could classify that as a birthday present to myself if I really feel like I needed a birthday present for myself. That was one that I sampled a couple of months ago and I absolutely fell in love with it, and I was trying to talk myself out of it because the shipping to get it here was quite pricey. I think it was around 70 Australian dollars, but in the end I decided that it was one that I wanted enough to justify spending the money to get it to Australia. So that is coming to me this week probably, which is really exciting. I'm obviously at my desk, so I'm working today and I'm just about to jump into a meeting, but I did want to talk about my scent of the day, which actually I don't have in front of me. So my scent of the day is a rare one actually. I think it might have been discontinued now, and even when it was available it was hard to get. Matt actually picked up this bottle for me several years ago as he was going through Dubai airport, and it's probably quite similar to a rose oud profile, but it's one that I really, really love, and it's really great for days like today. Today is cold. I've been complaining for weeks that I felt like we weren't getting real winter, and I was whinging for, you know, a good couple of weeks there saying that, you know, we're not going to get a winter this year, and I was really upset about it because I like the cold weather. But it's currently 12 degrees here in Brisbane, which I know is not that cold for those of you who live in places that do get really cold, but for us, this is really cold. And especially if we get into single digits, which we did this morning, anything below 10 degrees is very cold for Brisbane. So I'm cold, but I'm loving it. I love the feeling of being able to rug up and get all warm and cozy in lots of layers. Anyway, I've got to jump onto a meeting shortly, so I just thought I'd share my scent of the day, which is Myrrhe Carmin by Givenchy. It's a very dark, syrupy, balsamic, ambery perfume that has a definite rose note in here. And I'm not sure if there's oud, but if there is oud, it's beautifully blended into all of the balsams and the other woods. But if there isn't oud, then they've made this so dark that you would think it was oud. It's got a ginger note in the top, but it's not like a really bright ginger. Hang on, let me just spritz it again. It's not like a really bright ginger. It's quite spicy and dark. It is actually, there's quite a bit of citrus in the opening as well, which I've never really paid that much attention to before, because almost you get a blast of freshness if you really pay attention to it, but very quickly the spices and the resins really come to the fore. So it becomes quite dark very, very quickly. But then you've got this beautiful rose note that runs through it, and it's very similar to a rose oud profile. But for me, this is a much nicer profile than a lot of other rose oud perfumes that are on the market. If there is oud in here, as I said, it's very well mixed into the resins and the woods and the spices, and it's really a supporting act, not the main feature. But I don't think there is oud in here. I reckon if there was oud in here, they would have played it up as having oud in it, because this was available at a time when oud was really big on the market. So I don't know, I feel like they would mention it if it was in here. Anyway, so that is my scent of the day. Really, really good one for cold weather. And I have to jump into a meeting, so I will see you in the next clip. I have a package, and it's not perfume. I've been targeted on Instagram with some advertisements relating to this product called Dazzle Dry. It's for your nails. I had a phase of getting my nails professionally done for about a year and a bit, and I stopped earlier this year. I had enough, and my nails were wrecked from the whole process as well. But now that I've stopped having them done, I kind of miss at least having a little bit of colour occasionally on my nails, but I'm really, really bad at doing my own nails. And I decided that I wanted to try a nail system at home, but I didn't want to do gels. I did try something else recently called Sistico, which is it's like a mineral powder. It's meant to be better for your nails, but I don't know, it never looked even on my fingernails, and I didn't really master it. Thought it's time to move on. I didn't particularly love the colors either, so I was like, why am I spending all this time trying to master this process when I don't really like the way that they look on my nails, because I don't like shiny, pearlescent, metallic looking nails. So I decided that I was going to give Dazzle Dry a go. I bought their introductory package, and I got two colors. So I got this like ballerina pink, and then I thought I would try this little periwinkle one, which is a cute color. And I really like pale blue and, you know, periwinkle and things like that. So I thought I'd give that a go. Yeah, so I'm excited to try it. It is pretty expensive for nail polish. If I don't like it, I'm sure my stepdaughter would love to have it. Hello. Got some braces on yesterday. Still having trouble speaking. Needless to say, there may not be a lot of filming being done over the coming days. It's certainly not talky videos. I do have a backlog of footage to catch up on, so I still haven't edited those videos and uploaded them yet. So there's still a little bit there that I can work on while I get used to this situation. Currently living off a primarily liquid diet, which is probably not a bad thing in the scheme of things. The worst thing, I think, is on the bottom teeth, which are the ones that were the worst. They're so crowded that they had to put this spring in at the front to try and push them out so that they can realign them. And it sticks out so bad and it's all jaggedy and it looks really bad. So please bear with me as I get used to all of this. I know I'm not the first person to ever have braces, obviously, and I certainly won't be the last. It's an exciting time. Anyway, today I am sampling Guidance 46. I have been waiting for this to arrive in Australia so that I could get a sample of it. And I'm wearing them side by side today, so I'm making notes as I go through the day and I will let you know what I think. So far, really liking it though, but don't know if I could ever afford to buy it. Obviously, it's a very pricey perfume and it does stay true to the original Guidance. There are differences though. So I look forward to giving you an update later on that. I also picked up some samples of some other really popular perfumes. Peach's Revenge, which is the new one by Sarah Baker. It's been a while since I've tried a Sarah Baker perfume. Karaoke Heart by Juicebox and Vibrato by Sospiro. So needless to say, I think there's going to be a random reviews video coming up in the not too distant future where I talk about some things that I've been sampling. So that's about it really. I don't really have much else to update you on at this point. Other than, I did get 2 compliments on my perfume yesterday. I was wearing Gozo by Jeroboam and Levant on my jumper. So Gozo I had put on first, and then later on I put a jumper on that I'd previously sprayed Levant on, and I could still smell it quite a lot myself. And yeah, as I was leaving the house to go to my appointment, the person painting our house, I walked past him and he said, "You smell really good. What is that?" And then I got to my appointment and the receptionist said, "Wow, you smell really good." So there you go. I've never had 2 compliments in a day. That's quite a record for me. And I have to say I'm not really that surprised, because if I was going to get complimented on something, I'm not surprised that it was something like Gozo by Jeroboam, because it is a very pleasing scent profile. It's sweet. It's got this sort of baby doll plasticky vibe about it, and it does have quite a lot of presence, so people around you can smell you when you're wearing it. So there you go. Compliments do exist occasionally. Good morning. I'm headed to the office today, and today's scent of the day is a newbie. I got it in the mail this week and I'm so far very, very impressed with it. This is Musc Extrait by Bruno Acampora, and it's a terrible bottle to try and film because it is very reflective. But this is a really gorgeous, earthy musk scent. And we all know that I am a sucker for an earthy type of fragrance. If you don't like smelling earthy, then you may not like this. It does have a lot of patchouli in it. It smells a little bit damp. Like most musks, it has to go on your skin. It has to warm up on your skin. And I tell you, when this stuff warms up on your skin, it's magical. At least it is to me, because I like those really, deep, earthy kind of perfumes. And I'm not going to do it today because today is my first sort of full wearing of this one. But I have a feeling that this would go really, really, really well with Tundra or Thundra by Perfume and Aroma, which is another very earthy kind of perfume. But that has an aromatic tone to it and it's less musky. So I think this will provide like a beautiful sort of earthy, musky base underneath that beautiful earthy lavender that Thundra gives me. Anyway, that is my scent of the day. I'm going to stop talking now because it's already starting to hurt. But have a great day, everyone. Good morning. Happy Monday. Well, it may not be morning for you when you're watching this. It may also not be a Monday when you're watching this, but Happy Monday anyway. I am looking a bit scruffy today. I have a very heavy week ahead, so this will probably be a very quick update. I've been very slack with doing any updates and clips, and that's for two reasons. One, my sister is visiting me from interstate and she's only here for a couple more days. She's been here since last week and she's been staying with us, and it's been really, really lovely to have her with us. I haven't seen her for a really long time. She did attend our civil ceremony last year, but she lives in the country, and so she was only really able to be present for the ceremony, and I didn't really get to see her very much. We didn't really get to sit down and have a good chat. So basically I have been talking nonstop for the last few days since she's been here. My mouth is a bit sore as a consequence because I'm still getting used to the braces, although it is getting better. You can probably tell that I'm still lisping slightly, but it's not too bad anymore. I'm definitely getting used to the feel of the braces in my mouth. It is definitely going to be interesting. I have to give a 1-hour presentation later this week to a bunch of attorneys, and not sure how that's going to go, but anyway, we'll see. I'm just going to... there's nothing for it really. You just have to own it, don't you? It's there. You can't pretend that it's not. I'm sure it'll be fine. Anyway, I just wanted to jump on here quickly and share my scent of the day before the day gets too crazy. Also, on the weekend, I'm just going to turn this heater off because it's blowing in my face and it's really hot. On the weekend, I posted an interview that I did with Dimitri Weber from Goldfield Banks. I uploaded that onto my YouTube channel. And I'm really pleased with the response that I had to that. It's certainly not the video that's had the most views in recent times. Other videos that I do definitely get more traction and attention, but just the comments I was getting back and the feedback were so lovely, and it's really energized me to maybe try and do more interviews with perfumers and brand owners. And I also really felt energized by interviewing him and speaking with him. And I think I've decided that that is maybe something I want to focus on a little bit more, rather than, also I want to talk about perfume, of course, always want to talk about perfume, but my ability to keep buying perfume is becoming rather restricted by the fact that the prices keep going through the roof. So, going forward, you're probably going to see more samples than bottles, and that's fine. That's how my channel used to be. And then I sort of got into the habit of talking about things that I've bought, and I want to scale back on that. Also because, I did that no buy year a couple of years ago, and that did sort of put things into perspective. In recent times, I have been doing videos where I want to pull from my wardrobe and actually wear the things that I own. So that's why a lot of my list videos do feature bottles, because I am actually just trying to use what I've got rather than buy new things. But of course I do buy new things every once in a while as well. But I think, I just want to get back to maybe talking a little bit about samples, but I think talking to people in the industry, the perfumers, the creators, the brand owners, is a bit more of an interesting perspective for me than perhaps just talking about perfumes that I own. I don't know how I'm quite going to pull this off, but I will do my best to bring you more of that, because it did seem to be something that resonated with a lot of you who watch my channel regularly. Anyway, I thought I might share my scent of the day, which is Penhaligon's Cairo. And I wanted to share it because I haven't worn this for a really long time, and I wore it once over the weekend, and it's a cold day today. I've got the heater going, and I just thought, I think I want to wear it again, which is weird because, again, like I said, I haven't worn this for a really long time. It's probably been a couple of years since I've actually worn this properly. And I just wanted to share the fact that, and I did put this in an Instagram post as well, but it's so funny. When this first came out a few years ago, I was convinced that it was a rose oud perfume, but it isn't a rose oud perfume. And now that I smell it, I'm going, yeah, I can kind of understand why I thought it was a rose oud. It does have, I guess, a characteristic that is present in most rose oud perfumes, and that characteristic does make it feel very Middle Eastern in style, but it also, I think it's just a quality of the fact that most rose oud perfumes probably have lots of saffron in them as well, and that is why I always thought this was a rose oud, but it's not. It's just a spicy, ambery rose perfume with lots of woody facets in there and a fairly solid dose of saffron as well. And that alone is interesting because I have not been particularly enamored with saffron over the years. I mean, there have been a few fragrances and perfume oils particularly that I quite enjoyed, which had a very prominent saffron note, but saffron is a bit hit and miss for me. It can become very medicinal. It also can make a fragrance feel very overpowering to me. So I do like saffron as a note, but I like it to be balanced. I don't like it to be too in your face. So Penhaligon's Cairo is a really beautiful spicy rose and amber perfume with a decent dose of saffron and as I said, quite woody, but the woodiness is coming more from, I think, patchouli and, you know, maybe some cedar, but it's not oud, I don't think. The rose in here is very sweet, and there is vanilla in here. Obviously, being an amber perfume, there is vanilla, and as it dries down, that vanilla comes forward more along with the rose, and it makes that rose feel very jammy. So it's actually a really nice perfume. It's a very easy one for me to wear, particularly on colder days. Anyway, I had better get to work, so I will see you in the next clip. I am in Sydney. The audio is going to be really crap and the lighting's not great either, but I am here for my very first perfume launch event. Trying to look fancy, although I finished work very late, so it was a bit of a rush to get ready. I'm here for the Goldfield Banks official launch of Mystic Bliss in Australia. Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm also running late, so I need to get going. All right, I'd better get going. I am having a dilemma about what perfume to wear, but I think I might either wear Privé or Montebaco by Ormonde Jayne. I have the travel sizes in my purse. I feel like I should be wearing a Goldfield Banks perfume, but I didn't pack one because the bottles are so big and I didn't have time to decant one before I left. So I'm just going with what was in my purse.